Ever felt like you're surrounded by actors? I know I have. People wear masks every day, pretending to be someone they're not. But here's the wild part. Once you learn to read between the lines, you can see right through the act. I remember sitting in a meeting where everyone was nodding and smiling, but I could sense the hidden agendas lurking beneath those friendly facades. It was all in the feet, the silence, the subtle pauses. Trust me, once you become adept at picking up on these signs, you'll never look at people the same way again. Are you ready to uncover what they're really hiding? Let's dive in. The tell me more technique is like having a superpower without the need for a flashy costume or cape. The best part, no one even realizes you're using it. It's incredibly simple, yet remarkably effective. All you need to do is sit back, stay calm, and when someone passionately shares their side of the story, instead of jumping in with your opinion or debating them, hit them with 3 little words. Tell me more. I stumbled upon this technique during a light-hearted argument with a friend about pineapple on pizza. Rather than countering every point they made, I smiled and said, "Tell me more." What followed was astonishing. They began talking not just about pizza but shared childhood memories and even quirky stories about their pizza preferences. It turned into a deep dive into their world. Here's the key. When people feel heard, they lower their guards, and in that safe space, they share more than they intended. This simple phrase can unlock motivations, fears, insecurities, and even hopes without them realizing it. If you want to truly understand someone's character, don't just observe how they treat you. Pay attention to how they treat those they perceive as beneath them. This principle can be a bit controversial, but it reveals a harsh truth about human nature. Whether it's a waiter at a restaurant or a junior colleague at work, how someone interacts with those in lesser positions speaks volumes about who they really are. I learned this the hard way with a colleague who seemed charming and respectful. But one day, during lunch, I witnessed a shocking transformation. They were rude and dismissive to the waiter. This jarring moment made me realize it wasn't just a slip. It was a reflection of their true character. People often show their genuine nature when they think no one important is watching. If they can be condescending to a waiter, they will likely act the same way toward anyone they believe is beneath them. Be cautious of those who are only kind when it benefits them. To truly understand someone, take a deep look at their past. Many say that the past is behind us, but in reality, it shapes everything about who we are today. Whether we realize it or not, our experiences, traumas, victories, and relationships influence our thoughts and behaviors in the present. I had a friend who always seemed on edge, overly defensive and quick to anger. Initially, I thought it was just their personality. But as I got to know them better, I uncovered their history of betrayal and hardship. These experiences left marks, scars that explained their defensive nature. Understanding someone's past helps us see why they react the way they do. For instance, someone who grew up feeling neglected may crave attention as an adult. Recognizing these patterns doesn't excuse their behavior, but offers a clearer context. Stoicism teaches us to observe without judgment, and by understanding someone's past, we can see them more clearly and approach them with empathy. One of the biggest clues that someone is lying or hiding something is a sudden change in their tone of voice. Most people overlook this, but our voices often betray what's going on beneath the surface. When someone speaks confidently, their tone is steady, their pace is even, and their words flow naturally. But when there's a lie or uncertainty, the shifts can be subtle or dramatic, like a subconscious alarm signaling that something is off. I once had a smooth-talking coworker who, during a discussion about a project deadline, suddenly became quiet and stuttered. That shift in tone was a key indicator that he wasn't being truthful. When people lie or feel uncomfortable, their body and mind conflict, and that internal turmoil is often audible. Think back to the last time you caught someone lying. Did their voice become higher, or did they rush their words? These tone shifts are vital clues that something isn't right. To truly know someone, watch them when they think no one is watching. These moments reveal the genuine selves behind social masks. This can be a controversial truth, as many believe their public persona aligns with their private self, but the reality is that people often act differently when they think they're off stage. I once worked with a manager who was the epitome of professionalism with higher-ups around, but as soon as they left, she transformed, snapping at the team and making condescending remarks. It was a wake-up call for me. Their authentic self shines through in unguarded moments, revealing their true character. This principle spans relationships, business, and casual interactions. When dating, observe how your partner treats waitstaff or how they react under stress. These small glimpses provide profound insight into who they really are. Stoicism teaches us to observe without judgment, and recognizing a person's true nature during these unguarded events is crucial. If you want to uncover what truly matters to someone, pay attention to their emotional reactions. These reactions act as a transparent window into their priorities and values. Many of us like to believe we can control our emotions, but when someone reacts intensely, be it with anger, excitement, or anxiety, it often indicates something deeply significant to them is at stake. For example, I had a colleague known for his calm demeanor, but one day, he blew up during a routine meeting over a minor suggestion. His extreme reaction revealed that this project was more than just work to him. It was personal. People may not vocalize what matters most, but their emotions don't lie. The boss who reacts defensively when questioned isn't simply protecting their authority. They might be guarding their self-worth. Emotions are tied to values, and noticing someone's emotional cues can help you understand their priorities without them needing to say a word. Your emotional responses unveil your priorities as well. When you experience a strong reaction, take a moment to reflect. Is it because it genuinely matters, or is it tied to your ego? Stoicism teaches us that understanding our emotional reactions grants us greater control over them. By recognizing when our emotions are aligned with our values versus when they stem from pride or insecurity, we can navigate our interactions more wisely. The ability to read people isn't magic. It's about being attuned to the subtle signals they project. Their emotions, body language, and reactions hold profound insights into their true intentions and values. This skill isn't merely for gaining an advantage. It's a path to deeper self-awareness and personal growth. When you observe others honestly, you not only learn about them, but also gain clarity about your own triggers and values, allowing you to live more authentically.